Right, so here's a question for you. When you're in the pub, what do people usually talk about?
Their wins mostly. Best sales month, new contract, that sort of thing.
Exactly. Everyone brags about what they got right. We're doing the opposite.
We're celebrating failures?
Not celebrating, no. Learning from them. Think of it as the Darwin Awards of cybersecurity.
Oh, I like this already. So instead of bragging about having the fanciest firewall, we're asking who left their digital backdoor open.
Spot on. It's like gossiping about the shop down the road that got hacked, except we're actually doing it to improve our own security.
That's brilliant. Learn from other people's faceplants so we don't repeat them.
Welcome to Reverse Benchmarking, where the worst examples teach the best lessons.
He's the guy with the plan for your online life. Keeps your data safe, cuts through the strife. Small biz owners, yeah, this is your guide. Cyber threats, beware, no place to hide. The small business cybersecurity guy, guarding your world with a sharp eagle eye. Tips and tricks to keep your systems tight. Stay secure, stay strong in the digital fight.
Welcome to another episode of the Small Business Cybersecurity Guy.
I'm Mauven McLeod, and I'm in the pub with the small biz cyber guy himself, the oft-quoted by the media and all-round curmudgeon Noel Bradford.
All right, let's start with what reverse benchmarking actually means, because it's not just, being negative about other businesses.
Right. Traditional benchmarking is copying what the best companies do. We all peek at the smart kids paper in class.
Except, what if the smart kids' answers don't fit our test? That's the problem. Reverse benchmarking flips it around. We study the worst failures in our industry and make sure we don't repeat them.
So it's winning the pub quiz not by knowing all the right answers, but by knowing the really stupid answers people gave last week.
Pretty much, yeah. Avoid the obvious pitfalls everyone else is falling into.
But hang on, why does this matter now? I mean, surely most small businesses are already aware of cyber threats.
You'd think. However, 1/3 of SMBs were hit by a cyber attack in the past year. 1 in 3, Mauven.
Blimey.
And the average cost? £250,000. Some reaching 7 million.
That's mental. 250,000 would bankrupt most small businesses.
It does. 60% of small businesses close within 6 months of a cyber attack.
60%. So it's not just an IT problem, it's an existential threat.
Exactly. But here's the thing. To start with, it is never an IT problem. It's a business problem. And most small business owners still think they're too small to be targeted. Or they think ticking compliance boxes means they're safe.
Because hackers definitely check whether you've got your ISO certification before attacking.
Right. Oh, they've got cyber essentials. Better find someone else. Doesn't work that way. Attackers target weak links regardless of their size.
And in the UK, what are we looking at?
The National Cybersecurity Centre, NCSC, says around half of SMBs are likely to experience a breach each year. Coin flip odds.
Good grief. So if you're sitting in a board meeting and saying hackers won't bother with us, you might as well hang a sign saying free Wi-Fi, no password.
Exactly that.
Right, so why doesn't normal benchmarking work? I mean, copying best practices sounds sensible.
It is sensible, for some things. But cybersecurity? Not so much.
Why not?
Context. Big enterprises have massive IT teams and unlimited budgets. We don't. Trying to copy FTSE 100 security on a shoestring budget is a mug's game.
It's like a corner shop trying to use Tesco's inventory system.
Exactly. You'll end up with more couscous than customers. Plus, benchmarking looks backwards. By the time you copy last year's best practice, hackers have moved on.
So it's like installing a top-notch lock after the burglars already found a window.
Yep. Bernard Marr puts it well. He says, benchmarking only tells you what's already happened, not what's next. In a fast-moving threat landscape, that's a problem.
And then there's the compliance thing you mentioned. People think being compliant means they're secure.
The biggest misconception in cyber. Compliance is like passing a driving test. It means you know the rules, not that you'll never crash.
Or that you're a good driver.
Microsoft's security GM put it bluntly. Some SMBs believe being compliant means they're safe. It doesn't.
So what about the checkbox culture? You know, we did our annual password change, job done.
Yeah, hackers say challenge accepted to that one.
Fair point.
Here's another problem. If everyone in your industry has the same gap, benchmarking won't reveal it.
Oh, that's clever. It's similar to when nobody in my village used to lock their back doors until one house got robbed.
Exactly. If you benchmark the average house, you'd leave yours unlocked too. Bad idea.
Right, so copying common practices means copying common vulnerabilities.
Yep. Let me give you an example. Fictional, but totally plausible.
Go on.
A local tech firm proudly follows Big Tech Co's lead on everything. The same antivirus, the same policies, all of it.
Sounds smart.
Then Big Tech Co gets hacked through a hole in its very own antivirus software.
Oh no.
Our local firm gets hit the very next week. Exact same vulnerability. They never saw it coming because they were too busy following the leader.
That's the danger of everyone does it. Lamest reason to do anything.
Right up there with, my dog ate the patch notes. Or as my mum used to say, if your mates stick their head in the lion's mouth, doesn't mean you should or would.
Oh, I wish I had met your mother.
All right, let's discuss the solution. What reverse benchmarking actually looks like in practice.
Okay, so we stop obsessing over what the best are doing right and start obsessing over what the breached did wrong.
Exactly. Instead of asking, how do I match the top 10%, you ask, how do I make sure I don't end up like the bottom 10% who got hacked?
Discover what others aren't doing well and excel in that area.
Spot on. Success by avoiding others' failures.
I like it. Give me an analogy.
Okay, let's talk car safety. Manufacturers have dramatically improved safety by studying crashes, not by copying competitors' flashy features.
Oh, interesting.
We've got seatbelts, airbags, anti-lock brakes, all because someone said, never again, after a crash. Early cars didn't have seatbelts because they benchmarked the fanciest cars of the day.
Which all flung people like rag dolls in accidents.
Exactly. Took looking at wrecks to realise what was missing.
Right, so how does a small business actually do this? I mean, it sounds good in theory, but practically?
3 steps. I'm calling it breach, brainstorm, boost.
Alliteration, love it.
First step, breach. Find breach stories in your industry or similar industries. News articles, cybersecurity reports, even word of mouth, or maybe your favourite.
Like Bob's Auto Shop down the street, which got ransomware on Friday.
Exactly. Treat it like a gossip hour, but with helpful information. Did you hear how they got hacked? And you lean in, not to gossip, but to learn.
I like that. What's step 2?
Brainstorm. Ask yourself, could that happen to us? For each failure you read about, imagine it in your own business.
So, if a retail shop gets hit by point-of-sale malware because they never updated their payment system, I'd ask when we last patched our till software.
Exactly. And be honest, if the answer is, not sure since install, that's a red flag.
That's most small businesses, though.
I know. That's the problem.
Right, what's step 3?
Boost. Shore it up and do it better. For every weakness identified, take action.
So, if the other guy got in via weak passwords, should we roll out multi-factor authentication company-wide?
Yep. If they have been phished, start conducting phishing drills with your staff. If their data wasn't backed up, you got backup sorted yesterday.
Use horror stories as our to-do list.
Exactly that.
Give me a real example. Hypothetical, but realistic.
All right. Pat's Plumbing. Pat hears about a rival plumbing company that lost all customer records in a ransomware attack.
No backups.
No backups. And everyone used the same weak password. Plumbing123.
Oh, good grief.
Pat takes this as a wake-up call. Immediately ensures his customer database is backed up to the cloud and locally. Enforces unique, strong passwords with 2-factor auth.
Smart?
Month later, Pat's business also gets hit with a ransomware email.
Oh no.
But unlike his rival, Pat's data is backed up and his passwords weren't compromised. Easily recovers without paying a dime.
Pat's not just lucky. He learned from someone else's bad luck.
That's reverse benchmarking in action. Well done to Pat.
Well done to Pat, indeed.
Right, let's get into some actual examples. Real breaches, real lessons.
Oh, good. I do love a disaster story.
First one, Target 2013.
The American retailer.
Yep, massive company, you'd think hackers would go straight for them. Wrong.
They didn't.
Nope. They targeted a small HVAC company in Pennsylvania. Fazio Mechanical. You did Target's in-store air conditioning.
An air conditioning contractor.
Yep. Fazio was small, but their network login to Target wasn't secure enough. Hackers stole Fazio's credentials and waltzed into Target's network. 40 million credit cards stolen.
Brr. Talk about a chilling story. HVAC. Chilling. Get it?
Oh, that's terrible.
But seriously, if a tiny HVAC subcontractor can be the doorway to one of the biggest breaches in retail, none of us are too small to matter.
Exactly. Attackers love to leapfrog through smaller vendors. So reverse benchmark question for everyone listening.
Are we the Fazio Mechanical in someone's supply chain?
Exactly. If so, better lock our digital doors. Not just for us, but for our clients.
Two-factor auth for remote logins would have stopped that.
Yup. Our old friend MFA would have stopped it cold.
Right. What's next?
This one's heartbreaking. A 158-year-old family business.
Oh no, I can guess where this is going.
Shut down after a ransomware attack. This company has survived world wars, recessions, and more.
And ransomware killed it.
One day, a hacker guesses a single weak password. Ransomware encrypts everything. The ransom was so high, and the downtime cost so much that the company literally had to close its doors.
After 158 years.
700 jobs gone.
Good grief. All because of one password.
One password.
That's heartbreaking, actually.
It is. No business is too historic to fail in cyber terms.
Okay, so we're glossing over JLR then.
If we can learn from them, no. But I don't have all the data in front of me. We can save that for another day.
So the reverse benchmark questions. Do we have weak or default passwords floating around? Are we using multi-factor auth?
Yep. Simple change. Strong, unique passwords plus two-factor could potentially save other SMBs from the same fate.
Imagine being the person whose leaked password ended a 158-year legacy.
That's why we make the tech take the blame. Have fail-safes so one mistake isn't fatal.
Right, what else?
Let's examine Kaseya on the 4th of July weekend in 2021.
Oh, I remember hearing about this one.
Picture this. You're flipping burgers, enjoying the sunshine, and you get that call. Your systems are currently down due to a cyber attack, as your IT service provider has been compromised.
The IT provider got hacked?
Yep. Software supplier Kaseya, which is part of my day job supply chain, was breached. One hack at a vendor led to thousands of SMBs having their data locked up. Supply chain reaction.
Talk about fireworks on the wrong day.
Exactly.
So the lesson is, if you use third-party IT tools or managed service providers, assume they can be hacked too?
What's your plan if your IT supplier goes down? Do you have plan B? Do you vet your vendor's security?
Most small businesses probably don't even think about that.
They don't. Following Kaseya, companies began demanding that vendors maintain proper security hygiene. Asking tough questions.
Manage your supply chain risk.
Exactly. Offline access to critical data. Local backups independent of your IT provider. Due diligence when choosing software vendors.
It's like when the pub's beer supplier has a fire. If you've got no backup kegs, taps run dry.
Always have a backup keg.
Always.
Right, few more quick ones.
Go on.
Travelex, currency exchange company. Paid millions in ransom, still went bust.
Seriously?
Yep. Learned too late that backups and crisis planning mattered.
Do we have that sorted?
That's the question everyone should be asking.
What else?
Medisecure in Australia. Lost data on 12.9 million people. Basically had to fold.
Blimey.
Lesson: protect sensitive data fiercely. Encryption, everything. One breach can end you.
And then there's just the countless mom and pop shops hit by phishing emails.
Yep. One click and their whole business is offline for weeks. If Susan's Bakery or Joe's Auto got scammed, how would we fare against the same trick?
Time to train our people so they won't be the ones clicking that dodgy link.
Exactly.
Right, but we're not gloating at these stories, are we?
Not at all. We're thanking them for the lesson. They paid a heavy price, so maybe others don't have to.
Yeah.
Right. Enough horror stories. Let's talk solutions.
Please, what can listeners actually do?
First thing, tomorrow morning, create a breach brief ritual.
Oh, what now?
Once a month, over your morning coffee, read one article about a recent cyber incident, ideally affecting an SMB.
Where do we find these?
NCSC website shares threat updates relevant to small businesses. Verizon's DBIR report highlights the common causes of breaches each year.
Right, and then what?
Spend 15 minutes with your team asking, could this happen to us? And how would we handle it?
Make it casual?
Yeah, maybe over a pint after work on Friday. Keep the pub vibe.
Like a book club, but for breach stories.
Exactly. Call it Breach Club. Though, first rule of Breach Club is do talk about breaches.
Fight Club reference, nice.
Had to.
Right, what else?
Prioritise the greatest hits of hacker tactics. Don't have to imagine every crazy scenario. Start with the most common ways SMBs get hit.
Which are?
Phishing and human error. Vast majority of breaches involve people making mistakes or falling for tricks. Some say 95%.
So get staff clued up.
Yep. Run phishing simulations. Send a fake dodgy email, see who clicks, then gently teach them. Better embarrassed by you than fooled by a criminal.
Make training engaging, not scolding.
Exactly.
What about passwords?
Weak or reused passwords are like leaving the key under the mat. Half of employees admit to reusing passwords.
Good grief.
Fix? Implement a password manager. Enforce unique passwords. Turn on multi-factor auth everywhere practical.
Staff might moan about MFA at first.
Not as much as telling customers, sorry we lost all your data will.
Fair point.
Also, check for default passwords on equipment. Routers, IoT gadgets, commonly exploited oversight.
What about software updates?
Unpatched software vulnerabilities cause many incidents, from Equifax to small biz hacks. Hackers don't need to be geniuses if you leave known holes open.
So enable automatic updates?
Where possible, yeah. And schedule monthly manual updates for systems that need it.
It's like cleaning the beer lines. Not glamorous, but you've got to do it regularly or the whole pub stinks.
Patching is cleaning the digital pipes, love it.
What about backups?
Companies that survived ransomware usually had good backups. Those that didn't, well, didn't.
So offline or off-site backups of critical data?
Yep, and test restoring them. Untested backup might as well not exist.
Fire drill you never practice.
Exactly. If all your data was suddenly locked this morning, what's plan B?
If the answer is panic, that's not ideal.
No, have a plan on paper. Incident response plan. Even a basic one outlining who to call and the steps to take. Vital. Only 47% of businesses have one.
Less than half.
Less than half.
That's mental.
Last one. Reverse benchmark your vendors.
Oh, that's smart.
If you outsource IT support, payment processing, or anything else, grill them politely on their security.
Ask if they've had penetration tests. How do they secure your data?
Do they have backups? All of it. After Target and Kaseya, many businesses are now doing this.
It's not paranoia, it's due diligence.
Exactly. You're as strong as your weakest link. Sometimes that link is outside your office.
Include clauses in vendor contracts about security standards.
Yep, or at least have a frank discussion.
Right. And what about culture? Because tech is only part of it.
Great point. Staff need to know if they report a mistake or near miss, they'll be thanked, not punished.
Why?
Because if people hide errors, you lose the chance to fix things before a breach. Airlines improve safety by fostering a no-blame culture for near misses.
So, if Janet in accounting falls for a phishing test, shouldn't we avoid berating her?
Make it a learning opportunity for everyone. Next time, she might be the one to spot a real fish and save your bacon.
That's actually really smart.
It is. Fear doesn't work. Education does.
Right, so to sum up, sometimes the best way to secure your business is by studying the worst screw-ups out there and doing the opposite.
Exactly. Traditional benchmarking can lead you astray, but reverse benchmarking provides the security edge.
We shared some cringe-worthy hack stories, from HVAC vendors to holiday ransomware. Also, you don't have to be that story in next year's news.
This isn't a one-off idea, it's a mindset.
Think of yourself as the Sherlock Holmes of cyber failures. Every incident is a case that makes your business smarter.
And remember, in security, boring is good. If nothing's happening, it means it's working.
Like a boring pub night, sometimes that's just what you need to stay out of trouble.
Exactly.
If you enjoyed our pint-sized wisdom, please subscribe and leave a review.
Maybe share a story of a cyber blunder you learned from. We might feature it, anonymously if you prefer, in a future episode.
Got a cybersecurity dilemma keeping you up at night? Send it our way.
We'll tackle it in our down-to-earth style in upcoming shows.
And speaking of upcoming shows, next time we're going to reverse benchmark something really special.
Your printer?
Yes, the Office printer hacker saga. It's a thing, and it's hilarious and scary.
So stay tuned.
Thank you for joining us for a pint and a chat about cyber failures and fixes.
Stay safe out there, and remember, learn from the mistakes of others. You haven't got time to make them all yourself. Cheers.
Cheers!
Right, before we let you go completely, let's have a quick chat about the boring but necessary legal bits. Don't worry, I'll make this as painless as possible. First up, and this is important, everything we've said today represents our own personal opinions and experiences. These views are ours alone and don't represent any organisation we work for, any employers, advertisers, sponsors, or anyone else who might be connected to the show. When we're giving you advice or sharing our thoughts, that's coming from us as individuals, not speaking on behalf of anyone else. Everything we've talked about today is for general guidance. It's meant to point you in the right direction, but it absolutely shouldn't be treated as professional advice tailored specifically to your business. Your situation is unique. What works brilliantly for a Birmingham bakery might be completely useless for a Manchester marketing agency. We do our very best to keep everything accurate and current, but let's be honest here. The cybersecurity world moves faster than a caffeinated squirrel. Things can change between when we record and when you're listening, so always double-check critical technical details with qualified professionals before you go making major changes to your systems. If we've mentioned any websites, products or services, we're giving you information, not necessarily giving them our seal of approval. We can't be responsible for what happens on their end, or if things go sideways when you use them. Some things we recommend might involve affiliate partnerships. We'll always flag those when they come up because transparency matters. Now, if you're dealing with serious cybersecurity incidents, actual data breaches, or gnarly legal compliance issues, please talk to proper professionals rather than just relying on podcast advice. We're here to educate and help you understand the landscape, not to replace your security consultant, solicitor, or IT team. Finally, and this is important, whilst we genuinely want to help you improve your security, we can't accept liability for any losses or problems that might happen from following our suggestions. Think of us as your knowledgeable mates down the pub who work in cybersecurity, not your official contracted consultants. We care about your business, but we're not your insurance policy. Stay safe out there, keep learning, and remember, when in doubt, get a second opinion from someone who can see your specific situation. This has been a Small Business Cybersecurity Guy production. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved.